Reading in the library. I like to read in the library. The library is a quiet place with many books. When I go inside, I see long shelves full of stories, science, history, and many other subjects. The library is one of my favorite places because I can sit down, open a book, and learn something new. When I enter the library, I first look for a good book. Sometimes I choose an English storybook. Sometimes I choose a book about animals or nature. The librarian is always kind and helps me if I cannot find the book I want. After I choose my book, I look for a quiet seat. The best thing about the library is the silence. Everyone speaks softly and most people do not talk at all. This makes it easy to focus. I open my book and read slowly. If I see a new word, I try to guess the meaning from the picture or from the sentence. Sometimes I write the word in my notebook to ask my teacher later. Reading in the library helps me improve my English. When I read, I see new words and learn how sentences are made. I also learn about grammar and spelling without even trying. Every page teaches me something small. Step by step, I become better at English. The library is also a place where I can dream. When I read stories, I imagine the characters and the places. If I read about a boy who travels, I feel like I am traveling too. If I read about space or the ocean, I imagine being there. Reading makes my mind bigger and more creative. Sometimes I go to the library with my friends. We all choose different books and then we sit together at the same table. We do not talk much, but it feels nice to share the moment. Later, we tell each other about the books we read. This makes reading even more fun. The library also teaches me discipline. I must return books on time. I must be careful not to tear the pages. I must respect other people by being quiet. These rules are small, but they help me learn responsibility. At school, the library is my second classroom. It is a place where I can study without pressure. When I prepare for exams, I go to the library to read notes and revise lessons. The quiet environment helps me remember more. Reading in the library is not only about studying, it also makes me feel calm. When I am stressed or tired, I sit in the library, open a book, and feel better. Books are like friends that are always ready to talk to me. I believe the library is a treasure. It gives knowledge, peace, and joy. Every time I read in the library, I grow a little more. I know that if I keep reading, my English will improve and my mind will be stronger. That is why reading in the library is one of the best habits I have.